15-1, which seemed odd. As we speak, it is 6-1 that the Chargers will draft a quarterback in round one. Bear in mind that their coach is Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh, and no one knows this better than Shefty does with his Michigan connections, waxes rhapsodic about J.J. McCarthy every chance he gets. They love each other. They won a national championship together. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. Shefty, what should I make of the fact that the odds have moved from 100 to 1
This is a disgrace, by the way.
that Harbaugh takes a quarterback?
Well, here's my question. Is it that the Chargers draft a quarterback, or is it that a quarterback goes in the 5 slot? Do we
I
know
asked the
which
same
one it
question.
is?
Yes, I asked the same question. It is the Chargers taking a quarterback.
And to that I say there's a sucker born every minute, because there's no chance in hell that the Chargers are drafting a quarterback tomorrow night.
Okay.
None. Not happening. Now, would Jim Harbaugh love to have Sure. They just signed Justin Herbert to a contract extension last summer. They are not drafting J.J. McCarthy, and I don't know why those odds would spike like that. Might there be a quarterback that goes at the 5 spot? Yes, I could see the Chargers trading their spot to a team that wants to move into that spot to go draft maybe J.J. McCarthy.
Okay, look at this. Notice that it's ESPN Bet. This is a disgrace to me. This is absolutely a disgrace. I did not see this video prior. I just saw the title and the thumbnail, and I was just thinking to myself, first of all, I'm going to get really angry about this because this is absurd. To think that Justin Herbert, that they're going to draft a quarterback when you have Justin Herbert, that is so insulting. There is no quarterback, maybe Caleb Williams, but that's all on potential, that is even remotely close to as good as Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is an unbelievable quarterback. He's had a terrible coach and a mismanaged offense. He is an unbelievable talent. To think otherwise, I'm not even really going to waste too much time even trying to convince you, because if you don't think he's a good quarterback, I really genuinely don't know what to say to you, because that's like you arguing LeBron James is not a good basketball player. It's like, we know LeBron is good. If you want to argue that he's not the GOAT, that's fine, but he's obviously amazing. So it just, I can't even wrap my head around this idea. Also, why would Harbaugh go to the Chargers if he also needed a quarterback? Part of the lore of going to the Chargers is that you already have an unbelievable, amazing quarterback, which is the hardest thing to get locked down in the NFL. Once you got the quarterback and the head coach, boom, a lot can happen and you can skyrocket to success very quickly. So it doesn't make any sense. But now that I see that it's ESPN Bet, and maybe you guys who know a little bit more about this than me, is, do they have protections in place? Is ESPN Bet completely, do they use the information from Schefter, or because they have insider information? I know all betting sites technically do. That's how they're kind of creating their odds. It's not just based off of luck or just like, what they imply. But the fact that they're essentially baiting people, that's what they're doing by changing these odds, baiting people to bet money that the Chargers are going to draft a quarterback, when ESPN as a whole knows that Adam Schefter is really locked in and knows that there has to be a borderline 0 chance of drafting a quarterback. And so now other people are going to place that bet and to just straight up lose. And now who wins? Oh, that's right, ESPN wins. That's an absolute disgrace. That is an absolute disgrace. I can't make sense. I mean, I can make sense about it because it's all about the money. It's all about the money. But this is just insane. This is absolutely insane. I just can't believe that ESPN is stooping this low to get involved in this. They're essentially trying to, not essentially, they're stealing money from people. That's what that is. It's stealing money. I just think it's ridiculous that now ESPN is trying to shove gambling down people's throat, because this is not an actual story. This is not an actual media-worthy story. Because at first when I saw this, I was going to say, you know what, I didn't see this video yet, but I already know how I'm going to start. I'm going to say, this is the problem with media. This is a disgrace. Why are we even talking about this? This makes 0 sense. And now I understand why. Because it's trying to promote ESPN Bet and also dangle, look, the odds are changing. The odds are changing. You can make money. Check this out. It was 100 to 1. Now it's, what was it, 5 to 1? An absolute disgrace. Do not bet. It is a waste of your money. The world's greatest gamblers in the world, the top level, the highest percent, the ones that truly make a living, their success rate is under 53%. You are not that good, which means you are going to lose more often than not, which means you are going to lose more money more often than you win, which means you're just wasting your money. I'm honestly beside myself with this. I'm both angry at the topic of the Chargers potentially drafting a quarterback, which is just insane, as well at the 5th pick, as well as, let's shove ESPN Bet down our throat. I can't. I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. And I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. But this is what all of these companies are doing right now. All of the news and the media in terms of sports, just gambling is just infiltrated. Every single segment, practically, you hear someone, one of the people on TV just kind of casually say, oh yeah, so-and-so is plus 100, or I don't know, 5 to 1 on this one, or, oh, they're giving 3 points. That's a pretty good bet. It's just all these either subliminal messaging or just straight up ESPN Bet, FanDuel, whatever the heck it is. I just think it's absurd. I mean, and we're going to have a massive problem with gambling. And then we're going to just say, I don't know how this happened. And then, ESPN is going to start to run, gamble responsibly, right? Just like the alcohol commercials. I just think this is insane. I really, really do. I can't get over it. Because not only does it take advantage of people, but then it's also just bad media. Because this is not an actual story. This is not actual news, sports media, because there's no chance, zero. And you know what? If they end up drafting a quarterback in their 5th pick, I will eat crow. I will literally sit here and you will watch me eat crow. But I just can't see it. I mean, it's just, first off, I know Adam Schefter doesn't want to put his reputation on the line either. So, and he even said a sucker is born every day or whatever. And that's what ESPN is banking on. Someone's going to see that. Someone's going to go bet, and then they're just going to lose their money. It's just sad, man. It's just, it's a disgrace. I genuinely think that this is just absolutely abhorrent, and I really, really hope you guys do not bet and take the bait. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. Do you think that the Chargers have any chance at drafting a quarterback at number 5, or do you think that this was also just kind of an ESPN Bet awful promo? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of, and I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.